Greetings one and all, this is Lloyd Brown and welcome to my blog. And today, this blog is called Nice Album. Gimme it now? But before I even go any further, I just want to say and take this opportunity in thanking each and every one of you that has supported this album. I mean, previously I've basically thanked all the people who have collaborated in this project, the musicians, the collaborators, everyone on that side. But I want to take the opportunity in thanking the people who has heard the album, has seen the videos, that's heard the interviews and everything else, and has supported me in spreading the love and the joy that they have for this album, and bringing more people into the fold in appreciation of my works. And I am truly, truly humbled by that. And I want to big up the DJs that had no hesitation in actually going to iTunes and physically buying the album. Enough respect to you guys, because you already know what I'm about to explain to some people here. Now, the reason why I call this blog Nice Album, Gimme it now, is because there's a few people that are not educated in terms of the actual process in making an album. So I'm gonna basically try and break it down into nice, manageable, bite-sized chunks. Okay, first of all, in making an album, it takes a certain amount of time to make a track. So in my case, it takes a week per track. In chronological order, a day to write, a day to build, a day to voice, a day to collaborate, another day for the musicians to come in and work on the track and play overdubs, a day to mix, and a final day to review and mix and tweak. So that's what it basically entails. Now, in the case of my collaborators, it is a simple concept. Any collaborator who voices a track on my album, I return the favor and voice something for them in that line, in that way. And that is what we call a contra deal, where there's no money involved, but at the end of the day, it serves a purpose for basically bringing the album to people's attention, depending on the collaborators that you're working with. So it's a contra deal between artists. Now, the musicians is a completely different case, because, they're bringing elements of their musicianship into your project and they need to get paid for their works. Now, rewinding from all of that, before the whole process can even begin, I've got to pay electric, because if I don't have no electric, I don't have no computer, I don't have no phone, I don't have no laptop, I don't have nothing to even do anything of any kind in making my album. So I got to make sure that my electricity bill is paid for the duration. So fast forwarding into the making of the album. So we have all of that. So once the track is basically recorded and mixed, it has to get mastered, And for some people who don't know what mastering is when you basically take an existing mix from your own studio and they make the mix bigger. So say, for example, you're mixing with like a 8-band, 16-band graphic equalizer. When you take it to get it mastered, these guys are basically mastering from like a, 32, 48 band equalizer. And what they do is make your sound bigger, and just give it that weighty sound. And, if you listen to your record collection and you listen to a demo recording, then you will know exactly what I'm talking about. That's basically the difference right there, from a demo recording to a finished product. Okay? And that process costs too. That costs a lot of money. But it's worth the money, because at the end of the day, the final result of your mix, of your album, of your single will be there for the world to hear long after you've left this mortal coil. So for me, it's a very important thing. Now, past that now, with this beautiful image that you are seeing on this screen that my good brethren Jerry Neville has done, cost me money too. When you commission someone to do something, you're not just saying, oh, can you just draw something for me? You know what I mean? And, and I appreciate that. It's like when you commission someone, it means you're paying someone to do some work, some artistic work or what have you, that relates to the work you're putting out. And as you can see from the beautiful artwork that he has done, he's put a lot of time and effort and hard work into that. And that costs money too. So after all of that, and me giving it to my distribution company to distribute around the world, and making a video with the delectable, the lovely, the beautiful Kelly LaRock as a lead music video feature for my album. Once all of that is basically done, I'm getting messages in my inbox, in my email account and in my Facebook, basically saying, yeah man, send me a couple of tracks now so I can beat it on my radio station. No please, no good morning, no good afternoon, no good night, no kiss my ass, no nothing. And I just think that is what's wrong with this industry, because people don't recognize what is involved in making an album. Yeah, I would like to also state that my company, Rhythm Works Productions, is an entirely independent company. And unlike VP and other companies of that like, I don't have the resources to just give stuff like that. Those companies do, but I don't. And whilst people might think that my company is like that, the reality is that it isn't. And that's just it at the end of the day. It's what it is. I'm not trying to be something that I'm not, but I'm letting you know of the resources that I do have and the resources that I don't have in trying to make it work, in making the company look professional. Now, I know to some people in the business, I'm already preaching to the choir and I'm already preaching to the converted. But I'm just making it known now because A, I've been doing it for 30 years, and B, what do I have to lose? More disrespect from the people that disrespect me already? It's all good. So for me, I have to basically make this point to let people know, to let DJs know, and to let the public know that might not have an idea as to what goes into making an album, exactly what goes into making an album, and just not have that expectation that I'm doing it for free. Now, let me give another example. There are DJs who get paid between a pittance because of the promoter's disrespect for them to between, I don't know, £1,500 to £2,000 based on the fact that the promoter wants to make money from this event. Now, in any event, you're not going to see me run up behind any DJ and ask them for £7.99 so I can make an album and bring the album to them when I've finished. So why is it that I am spending money to make an album for DJs to want the album for nothing? Gone are the days where we are obliged to buy albums, unless you're buying CDs. The exception to the rule is when there is a CD coming out from an artist and the stuff that he's coming out with is good. For example, when I used to go to R&B record shop in Stamford Hill, anything that came out by Dennis Brown, I'd buy it. If it was on the Joe Gibbs label, no problem, I'd buy it. And if they sell out, I'd go to Body Music and do the same thing, And that is what I'm trying to do. I'm not doing what I'm doing to boost up my lifestyle, to get a Bimmer or the latest designer suits. I'm doing this to boost up the quality of the music that my fans come to know and love with every single release. It's not a lifestyle thing. I love the rudiments of this thing. You know what I mean? So I don't care if I'm rolling around with a tear-up pants and shirt, but you must know that when I put out an album, my album is quality, and that's all there is basically to it. So there's no obligation in buying a full album if you don't want to buy an album. And in the DJ's case, I mean, come on, is 75 pence or $1 too much to ask to basically buy a track from my album to promote on your radio station if that's what you really want to do? Or you just want to basically just get as much as much material for nothing, so you can go out and get paid between a pittance and £1,500 to £2,000 by playing material that you got for free. That don't make no sense to me. It makes no sense. So the point I'm basically making to each and everyone concerned is that everything that I do costs money, and the money that I get back is either through sales or my performances to reinvest in what I do. Look at the image on the video screen. Good. Look at that image. Look at the New Veteran album art cover image. And you know at the end of the day what I'm paying to present to you. All right? So I'm just saying that to just get it off my chest and put it on the record. Now, if anybody feels a way, if any DJ feels that they have to explain themselves, then you don't get what I'm basically saying. And I will just leave whatever messages you have to put up there. But at the end of the day, you don't have to buy the album. You don't have to buy the full album, but at least buy a track. And also, you know, I'm under no illusion that the music video that I put up with myself and Kelly LaRock, I'm under no illusion that there aren't an element of DJs or legion of DJs with their YouTube to MP3 converters already ripping that and putting in their hard disks to play wherever they want to basically play. Now, with that, what am I supposed to say? I can't say nothing about that. If they're doing it to Jay-Z and Rihanna, who the hell is me? You know what I mean? So, I mean, you know, the ironic thing is that I would be worried if people weren't stealing my product, because that means my product, if my product is not even worth stealing, then I'm doing something wrong. But I'm just trying to appeal to people's conscience here, you know, because when you go to a store and do your shopping, you know, it's either you're going to buy the name brand or you're going to buy the shop's brand. You know what I mean? So when you buy the name brand, you're buying the name brand with confidence. And I think I've done this long enough to know that, you know, that I think about my audience a great deal. And with all the hard work that I put in, it's like the least I can get back is 79 pence or $1 for the album. Do you know what I mean? You know, because you're never going to see me behind your back, DJs, and ask you for £7.99 so I can make an album and give it to you. It's never going to happen. So why you want to basically turn around and get it for nothing? You know what I mean? Help a brother out. This has been a Party Political broadcast brought to you by the Rhythm Works Party. I thank you. Have a blessed day. I'm out of here. Peace.